Welcome to my second video about my 9-year-old autistic son's HSE nightmare. I have encountered a lot of silence on this matter. The kind of silence from the other side when information should have been provided without one requesting it, and the kind of silence heard when one requests information, but it is not provided. One thing about silence of any kind is that it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. After my son's hospital admission in late May 2025 and his subsequent discharge on 3rd June 2025, and the CAMS ID assessment of the same day where the aripiprazole that was put on his discharge prescription sheet to continue the successful treatment from hospital was discontinued for the reason that he will not be needing that, and the continued refusal to reinstate the medication after several requests following the 10th of June 2025 letter to our GP, which omitted the reason my son was admitted and treated with aripiprazole at the University Hospital Limerick, I began formally requesting records about his care from the departments that were involved in this matter. Which HSE departments am I speaking of? West Clare CDNT, HSE Midwest Children's Disability Services, and the University Hospital Limerick. I refer to them as separate departments because the people involved in this matter fall into 4 departments, and because I had to follow the HSE Data Protection Request Guidance, which tells the public to write to or submit a form to the local service or hospital that holds the information they are requesting. HSE CAMS ID is the 4th. In the absence of any acknowledgement or other response to my 7th of July 2025 request under the Data Protection Act to the Deputy Data Protection Officer, in which I asked that the HSE should stop processing inaccurate information about my child and I, and my 23rd of July 2025 subject access request to the HSE's Data Protection Officer requesting my son's records, I had no choice but to make requests independently to those 3 local departments that I mentioned earlier. Why a data protection request to West Clare CDNT? You see, in June 2025, a senior clinical psychologist and a social worker from West Clare CDNT visited my home as part of visiting team. They carried out an assessment of my son and his sibling over an 8-week period. 4 consecutive fortnightly visits. The senior clinical psychologist visited twice with the social worker. 2 others visited once each with the same social worker on the first and the last visits. The questioning appeared to be concentrated on the one child who had been to hospital rather than both children.